Hi everyone, as you can see I'm by myself today. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more relaxed and more like a sit down type of video. I'm just going to talk you through my nighttime skin routine. So for this it's really going to help your listening and get some ideas for how people speak naturally. So to start off, I cleansed my face before starting. So when I cleansed my face, I did a double cleanse. So double cleanse, that means you're going in with two different cleansers. Usually the first is an oil-based and the second is not. Okay, so that's exactly what I did. I started off with a normal oil-based cleanser and I kind of put it in my hands, rubbed it through, put it on my face, and then added a little bit of water. So the water emulsifies it. So emulsify, that's when you're adding water and oil together, and with an oil cleanser it kind of becomes milky. And then after that I just went in with a normal cleanse. For that one I just used the Deep Pore Ultra from the brand DMK. So one thing you probably don't know about me is back in Australia I was actually a beautician. So I do take my skincare a little bit seriously. So today, as you'll see, because I've cleansed my face twice, I am now barefaced. And this is the first time you're seeing me like this. So barefaced just means you have no makeup on, okay? You have no products on your face. So today I'm gonna go through a pretty simple routine, okay? This is like my most basic skincare routine. Sometimes I'll do a little bit more, especially if I've just had an everything shower. So this is a term you'll hear quite often these days, especially when talking about beauty or self-care. So an everything shower is basically when you take time, probably like an hour or more, to do all the self-care that you need to do. So you're gonna shave, you're gonna scrub, you're gonna cleanse, you're gonna wash your hair, you might do a hair mask, okay? So all these things, obviously, when you combine them all together, they take a very long time. So it means you can't do them every day, right? So when we do all of those things, we call it an everything shower. So often an everything shower, it's not an everyday thing. You might do it once a week or maybe even once a month. Alright, so one thing about my skin is I do have a combination skin, okay? So that means I have dry parts, like my cheeks, and then my T-zone, which is here, because it looks like a T, gets a little bit oily, okay? So because I have both, it's called combination. I also have acne-prone skin. So even right now, you might see a few little spots on my face, okay? It's very normal for my skin. So sometimes you'll hear them be called spots, sometimes blemishes, pimples, zits. It really just depends on where you are, okay, and who you're speaking to. So blemishes or pimples or anything like that, they are just the individual little bits, whereas acne is the overall condition, okay? So the pimples or blemishes, they are a symptom of acne. Okay, so if you just get one or two little spots, you're not gonna really say acne. You're not gonna say I have acne, okay? Acne would have to be more prolonged, okay? So it's gonna have to be more consistent, and usually you're gonna have, multiple little spots, okay? So this first product is called Tech Drops. So these are from the same brand as my cleanser, which is DMK. So this is just a brand I've been using for probably the past year. I've really found it helps my skin. So often you won't hear the word drops in skincare, okay? Usually we would use toner or serum or a different word. But for this product, they are quite watery. I'm gonna put 4 drops on my face, here, 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 and here. And I'm rubbing them in. Make sure it gets all over my skin, on my nose. So this product really helps with pigmentation. So pigmentation is when you get coloring on your skin, okay? So you have your normal skin tone, and then hyperpigmentation is when you get darker spots on your skin. And hypopigmentation is when you get lighter spots on your skin, okay? So the melanocyte drops have kojic acid in them, which helps to inhibit the melanin production. So inhibit means to stop or to significantly reduce. So it helps to stop the production of melanin. So next we're gonna go in with a serum, okay? So serum, this is probably a word you're very familiar with. I think most skincare will use a serum. So again, it's the same brand as all the other products basically. This one is called Better Gel. It's just a very calming and soothing serum. So you know when your skin feels a little bit angry, you know, like it gets red, a bit irritated, it might be itchy, then you would use Soothe when you use a product that helps calm it down. Again, I'm just gonna rub it into my hands and then rub it into my skin and get it all over my face. Alright, next we're gonna move on to moisturizer. Sorry for the packaging, I brought this one from Australia as well, but it was in my carry-on, okay? So I had to make it a little bit smaller. This one, I'll put the actual brand and the product up here, so you'll see a picture of it. So I'm just gonna put 4 little dots on my face, and then again, rub it in like I have with all the other products. Now, when I do my skincare, I do try and go upwards, okay? Because I don't want to drag my skin down. I don't know how much this actually helps or, you know, if it is effective, but to me, it feels like it is. So for this moisturizer, I find it's very lightweight, which is really good for my skin, especially the oily parts, okay? And because I do have acne prone skin. So prone just means you're more likely to get it. So for me, acne prone because my skin is more likely to get acne. So for this moisturizer, having it lightweight is really good so it doesn't clog my pores. So clog basically means when too much of it builds up inside and then it blocks it, which means clogs it. All right, so this is the last product for my nighttime routine. So this one is an eye cream. This one is totally optional. Not everyone has to use an eye cream in their routine. I'm just a little bit paranoid about crow's feet. So you know the little wrinkles we get here around our eyes? In English, we call them crow's feet because they kind of look like a bird's foot. So this one again is just in a little travel size container. I'll put the actual brand of it up here, okay? Again, it's a very basic eye cream, okay? I just find it really gives a little bit of extra moisture to prevent those wrinkles. And I just try and tap it in. Alright, so that's it for my nighttime skincare routine. If this was my morning routine, I would use all the same products in the same order, but I would put a sunscreen at the last step. So I know today's video was a little bit different. If you did like it, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions about vocabulary for self-care or skincare or anything like that, please leave any questions down below as well. And if you learnt any new words from this video, please use them down below in your own sentences and we will reply to them. All right then, bye!